Morning, everybody. This is the first sunny, kind of cloudyish, but it's actually sunny out. First sunny, I want to say 15 minutes this farm has seen in probably 3 days. It's been incredibly wet since I shipped that bull. I couldn't believe how much it's rained. I was watching a couple videos on YouTube this morning, and I saw they were cutting hay, and that's definitely not around here because it is just soaked. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about was just how it's poured for the last couple days, so everything's soaked. My barnyard was almost dry. I had one little puddle left, and it's now gross again. Maybe a couple hours after I shipped the bull, I had this gate closed because this area in here is going to be where my new purebreds are going to go in for a bit, and I'm going to get them so that they're in here so that they can kind of get used to their area, and then I'll let them out here. But the calves that have gotten used to having that barnyard open and having a dry spot were pissed off that they couldn't go inside the barn when it was raining because they were getting spoiled. It just made me laugh because these cattle have been outside all their lives, and we have, I would say, 1 year where we've had the barn open for them, and they've become attached to the barn where they can go inside and be dry. But yeah, just a funny moment. If you guys have noticed, I haven't really cut the grass. It's more because I haven't gotten the lawnmower from the other place to get it done here. I've been running around. I'm just starting to get hay prep going. On the agenda, I have to put those hydraulic couplers on the Landini. I'm gonna replace all of those stupid safety cap ones and just put standard couplers on it. I have to put a lever arm inside the first hydraulic arm. I have to replace that inside there, inside the Landini. I have to make sure mesh wrap is going this year so that I can whip through bales in the Landini on the John Deere mower. And then once that's done, I want to adjust the height on my mower this year. I'm gonna be raising it, and a lot of people might think, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to take less hay? Recovery rate is a big thing for me. If you can cut the grass so that, here actually, we'll zoom in. So if this is my hay and I'm cutting, if I cut way down here in like what I would consider the stubble, if I cut this low, the problem is there's no leaves left. So the recovery rate for this plant is 40% less than if I cut up here. So you might think, wow, you know what, you get less hay, but the thing is, if I can get second cut and it recovers at a rate almost double of what it would have if I cut it short, I could get a thicker second cut and get more on second cut. This is the same idea as if you were for rotational grazing. If you cut it here, it's got a lot quicker recovery rate than if you cut it down here where there's no leaves left. So that's the plan. I think that I'll get more hay off of it, tons per acre, if I cut it this way. The Kuhn mower really likes to float, so you can basically make that thing into a golf green if you wanted to. But that's besides the point. It's a good thing to have if you want to cut it really close. I guess the old way of thinking kind of was you cut it real close and you get as much off it as you can. But this year, if weather continues the way it is, you never really know. This is a wet year, so now I'm battling different problems, the same problems I was battling 2 years ago, really before I started YouTube. And so it's going to be more drying time that I'm worried about and less about drought and less yield this year so far. Things could obviously change, but right now it looks like it's going to be a wet year. It just hasn't stopped. Right here in this area, it is almost the end of May, and I don't see everybody being done planting. until I would say June. And you start wondering, you need 100 days for corn, 110 days for corn. You start wondering, you're going to be into, oh man, I hope not October to get everything off. And it's going to be tight. Hopefully we get a long summer to get it off. But if I was planting crop right now, I'd be awfully nervous. And the only guys who have gotten it in are the guys that are on sandy soil. And there's an area that I kind of judge my stuff on, kind of like a week or two ahead of me, and that is in a little farther south of me in Ontario. They're ahead of us. They have higher heat units, and they're not even done. So it's going to be an interesting year for crop guys. I wish them the best, and yeah, I don't envy it because it's going to be rough. But on that note, guys, after a little bit of rambling and a little bit of information, I'll let you guys go. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe as always. Tell your friends. Take care. Keep farming.